Welcome, this is a Blackfathom Deeps dungeon guide for the Blackrock family. We have Rend deck, which you can see above my head. Currently, we will go through the minis and the talents after this dungeon, but first let's complete these 3 stages. I will show my tips on how to approach the dungeon. The most annoying thing in this first stage is these Murlocs that keep spawning on these high ground points, which is why we have S.A.F.E Pilot, which we hope to get in our starting hand, which we don't every time get, but there she is. We can use her to snipe these Murlocs like this. And that's a really good thing for us. Now, I usually want to try and get this right-hand side tower first, if that's possible. And it looks like it might be just possible now. We will use harpies in here, meanwhile, to kill these, because there's no ogre mages inside, luckily. Extremely lucky for us, so we might actually be able to take out the left-hand side tower as well. We will lose the right-hand side tower temporarily, but we will just rebuild. No worries in there. We can take out those Murlocs again. I missed that one. That's unfortunate. We have the left tower. That's fine for now. Gonna play Pyromancer over there. We can take the chest. We have to do something to that, but we can't do anything yet. I have to play something. I have to play harpies, and then I can kill him with Quillbow. That's our plan for now, I suppose. And also I will bait this tower with the Earth Elemental so we can capture it. There we go. Now we should be able to take out that tower. We should also be able to kill that Ogre Mage. That's perfect for us. And now we can go mine this gold over there. Let's take that chest with Pyromancer as well. Now we can start working towards the boss, and once we do so, we will want to play our leader. Also have to remember to just defend against these Murlocs continuously. I'm gonna snipe these Murlocs now with the S.A.F.E Pilot. Hopefully the Pyromancer will target that one. Yeah, that's perfect for us. So now we can... I think we will distract... Oh, the torrent still charged as our S.A.F.E Pilot. That's unfortunate. Let's go take that chest and that gold. But we are dealing some really nice damage to the boss right now. I keep on trying to bait them with unbound units so we can deal some extra damage. In the meanwhile, the torrent is a little bit annoying right now. Let's take out the Murloc. We can also take the chest if we want to, but I think we will just wait and play our leader in here again, so we can do another pushing to the enemy. Gonna play Pyromancer in here as well. I think harpies will take care of that one. And let's play Quillbow over there. We might lose this tower, but honestly I don't think that will be too big of an issue for us. We will also place Earth Elemental over there. Now we should be able to deal heavy damage to the boss. Maybe take it out with this push. Let's see. This should be at least a really close one. There should be... that's a little bit annoying, but we already won. So that's how you do the first stage, basically. If you don't want to, you don't really have to take the left-hand side tower. It gives us a little bit extra defense. And in here it bought us a little bit time, so we could push from the right side. But you have the S.A.F.E Pilot to snipe those Murlocs on the high position. You also can use Quillbow for that one as well if S.A.F.E Pilot is not available. And that's the first stage. Let's go to the second one. So I think the first stage is the most annoying with this deck. Once we get through that, it's basically game 1 for us. So let's go to the second stage. In here, what we want to do first, we will capture this tower, so we will get our ground defense. And we have Pyromancer, which is the MVP for this deck, because she can just take care of any flying type of threat there is, and that's just so amazing. Look at that. We will be able to take care of that. We will be able to take out the gargoyle, and we will also be able to take out that Drake as well. And once we do so, we can push to this tower. I will bait it with the Earth Elemental, so we can get a free access to that one. We also have our S.A.F.E Pilot in here again, in case we have to snipe something. For now, I think we might actually snipe the Drake, so we don't take unnecessary damage to our boss. There we go. But our boss wants to go there, so okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's bait the boss with Quillbot. Here we go. Let's recapture that. Let's go mine this gold now that we have a chance. We can also go and start capturing this tower if we want to. I will send harpies in here as well. They can just fly over the poison, which is really, really nice for us. And we don't necessarily need this tower, but it does help us a little bit, so we can do that. Let's recapture the tower again. And in the meanwhile, we will just keep on dealing damage to the boss. Now, our win condition, easiest one would be to do just this. Bait something, to attack something, to drop something unbound behind the boss and let your harpies shred it to the pieces while the boss is focused on that unbound unit. Not enough to kill it just yet, but we will continue this push. Now again, I will drop Earth Elemental behind the boss and the harpies will shred that boss to pieces. Just look at this. Look at that boss melting for us right now. This should be our game 1 of the second stage. So easily done with this one. You don't have to take the left-hand tower again in here as well, but it does help you to push to the boss faster. You don't have to walk all the way from the first tower, the middle tower, if you want to. And like I said, you can use the Earth Elemental to bait the tower and use your harpies to easily take it because they can just fly over the poison from the left side. That's also really, really great strategy for taking the left-hand side tower. And from there, just push to the boss, drop something behind the boss, and watch your other units tear it apart with their damage. So let's go to the third stage. And here we go, the last one. In here, I usually wanna go with this left-hand side first. Take this head and this tower so we can gain access to this gold vein. Then take out the right-hand side head and then this side over here. Let's start. I'm gonna play our leader in here. The Welbeck's Talent Relic will really help us defend. Otherwise, if we didn't have that one, I usually would not play anything on the right side. We will take a little bit damage initially, but the tower will be able to take out those Murlocs in the beginning. So we might want to do something against to that kill bot also. Let's play our own kill bot in here. And again, let's bait the tower with Earth Elemental, so we can deal 3 damage to the tower with our leader. That should be the tower captured for us. There we go. And now we can start working our way towards this right-hand side head. We can play our leader, or we can play... let's see. We're gonna intentionally take a little bit damage to our tower, so our leader will remain at full health. Now we can start pushing towards this boss, this head. I will bait it with the Quillbot, like this. There we go. And I will also play S.A.F.E Pilot on top of this lane over here, so that she can freely snipe all the units behind, below her. We lost tower temporarily, but we will be recapturing it, and meanwhile we are getting this second head right now. So there we go. We are 2 down, 1 to go. We just wait for a little bit gold to come for us. I would love to get this tower deployed so we can push from this side as well. We can send some harpies in here, no problem. I'm gonna send another leader from here. Also gonna bait it with the Earth Elemental again, like this. That should be fine. I'm gonna stall the Quillbot with our Quillbot, so we will keep this feeding stone at least for now. And why not play Pyromancer in there as well? So we took that head down instantly. Now we can just push towards the boss. That's no problem for us because of this relic. Otherwise we would have played something like the harpies probably to defend that one. There we go, 1 head down. I will keep on playing our leader from this side now. Again, we can keep on distracting the heads with our unbound units, or just use them to deal some extra DPS to the boss. And I think this is our dungeon done now. Unless the enemy plays something really annoying, this should be, yeah, we will be winning with this one. So this is the Blackfathom Deeps dungeon done with Rend deck. And let's go right away to take a look at the minis and the talents. And so here we are. Rend, I do play him with the Flaming Soul talent. to cast the Living Bomb once he dismounts from the dragon. Maybe a lot of people want to play him with the Scale and Steel. It will work as well, but I do enjoy the Flaming Soul as more. You maybe saw it in the third stage, the last stage, at least in the last trio of heads. We did some tremendous damage to the second head with the Flaming Soul talent over there. And then we have Pyromancer, which is basically the MVP for the second stage, as you probably saw with the conflict rate talent. The splash area is doubled, and she will be able to basically solo everything that flies in the stage, and there's a lot of things that fly in that stage, so she will basically solo all those normal monsters. You can concentrate on pushing towards the boss in the second stage, and she is very useful in other stages as well. In the third stage there's also a lot of group monsters coming from the ground, so she will also be able to deal with those very easily. We have the Earth Elemental, as you saw, to be able to do some damage to bosses, to be able to do some damage to the towers, to be able to distract the enemies. A lot of uses for Earth Elemental. Quillbore does the same job as well. We have him here as well with the Tunnel Vision. You could also just run one of these if you want to, but I do want to keep this combination for this dungeon because you can deal quite a lot of unbound damage with when you can play both of these at the bosses, or just you can switch between one of these to be able to constantly distract something whenever that's needed. So I like that combination in here. But you could get away with just running one of these as well, I'm sure of that. In here we have Harpies. Now you could also run the Whelpex in here with the Flame Burst talent. Extremely good choice as well. But the Infectious Wipes Harpies are just tremendously powerful unit, and they should never be overlooked because they are such a huge DPS dealing unit in this game. So Harpies with Infectious Wipes or Whelpex with the Flame Burst talent, both would do just fine in this slot over here. The Whelpex could also be used to snipe the Murlocs in the first stage, so there would be some extra use for them as well, and they would also get the discount while Rend is in play, so they both would work in that slot. Then in here we have the Fire Elemental with the Immolation Aura. Extremely nice unit, elemental resistant, really nice for taking care of those Ogre Mages, for example, really great for defending your base in the first and also in the third stage as well. So that's our choice of unit in here. Possibly you could run Huntress as well with a different army trait over here, but that's my option, that's my pick for this dungeon. And then of course the S.A.F.E Pilot with the Gnome's cloaking device. One of the best units in the game. In every deck basically I have the S.A.F.E Pilot with the Gnome's cloaking device, and she is extremely good for the first stage, as you saw, to snipe out those Murlocs. You basically just want her so you can snipe those Murlocs from the high positions easily and get rid of those, and that makes your life so much easier in the first stage. And she will also just help you in the third stage as well. You can land her on top of that bridge at the tower, so she can just snipe everything that's coming from below her for free. So that's also a really great support unit in that stage as well. But yeah, that's the build we are running today. Do you have some sort of variation of this build? I would love to hear, so please leave a comment down below if you do. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this one. Laku out.